Hey guys, it's Aiman from TechInfoTeam again, TechInfoTeam.com, or follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/AimanFarooq. I'm putting out another video. I just put out my video on the software of the Nexus One, my first impressions, but I didn't address the hardware at all, so I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to put this software away, turn off the phone. We'll take a look at that hardware. So, right off the bat, I want to show you guys how thin this phone is. Let's even compare it to the MyTouch 3G. Unplug that real quick so it's not in the way. I want to show you guys that thickness. Nexus One is an extremely thin phone, just a little bit thinner than the original, than the new iPhone. The original and the new iPhones. So right there, the MyTouch. Take a look at those again. Big difference in the screen size. So we'll put that away real quick. Get back to the Nexus. Now, similar to the HTC Hero that's been recently released in the US and has been available in Europe for a while now, this phone does have an oleophobic screen, so it is resistant to fingerprints. Also similar to the iPhone 3GS, also has this. So it's very resistant to the oils on your fingers. And also, like the European versions of the Hero, I don't believe this is available on the US versions. This phone is Teflon coated. This was something I was actually unsure of. I had to look up. But this back plastic part of the phone is not cheap. It makes the iPhone feel like a toy when you hold this thing in your hand. It's just so solidly built, and it can take some damage. This phone does... it does not scratch. I've tried. I've had a ring on. I've beaten up this phone quite a bit in the back there. Kind of scraped the ring up against it, and if you guys can see there, this is high definition, so hopefully you can. Not a scratch on this thing. Not a scratch on the screen here. I haven't exactly been nice to it. Let's wipe that down so you're not just seeing my fingerprints here. Yep, not a mark on that screen. Couple smudges, got oily fingers, but nothing. Now this trackball here, let's address that next. It is a little bit smaller than what you see on the Heroes or the MyTouch. Just slightly smaller. But despite my original concerns that it wouldn't be as responsive, because personally I like the large trackball on the Magic and the Sprint version of the Hero. They're real nice. This is doesn't feel great, but it's extremely responsive. So I'll let it go for that. Continuing on, the buttons we've got on the phone. We've got the power button right there, sleep, power, everything. We've got a 3.5mm jack there, in case you were wondering. We've got the volume rocker on the side here, volume up, volume down. We've got the trackball, which pushes in as well to click. We've got a micro USB port right here. Other than that, we really don't have any sort of inputs other than those. We've got the touchpad buttons up here, which aren't physical buttons, so while the screen is off, these will be completely unresponsive. And even while the screen is locked, we don't get any response from those. It's not until we unlock the screen we'll get any sort of response. So we'll go back there, turn off the phone. Now let's go to the camera. The camera on this phone is excellent. It's a 5 megapixel with autofocus and flash. And the flash, the LED flash right there, if you can see that, the size of that bulb is deceiving. It is extremely bright. I've rooted this phone, so I will show you guys real quick. I have an app that will allow me to control that bulb, and let's just do a quick flash here. Let's see, I'll move back so you can see just kind of the result of the flash. It's pretty bright. That's an LED flash. I've actually used this strobe feature on this app to kind of shock a couple of people. It's extremely bright. It's left them kind of dazed when you use this strobing app, the strobing feature of this. Extremely bright. I try not to look directly into the LED because that's how bright it is. pretty blinding. So it's excellent when taking pictures. I've taken pictures in complete darkness just to test out that flash, and it works excellent. So, once more, that was just my quick overview, first impressions of the hardware. One thing I did forget, because it's real easy to miss right here. See that little hole? That is a secondary microphone. That is what gives you your noise suppression, your active noise canceling on this phone. Voice calls sound excellent. You've got your main microphone right down here, and the noise suppression right there. Your voice will come in there, listens for ambient noise with the back mic, and it uses that with an active noise cancellation algorithm to make your to keep background noise out. And really, I've noticed a difference from this. I've asked people how I sound compared to on my MyTouch, and they have said the voice quality sounds great. I've tried it playing loud music in the background and then talking on the phone, and they said all they hear is kind of a light background noise, nothing that interrupts from the call. So that is, now I think that wraps up my first impressions of the hardware of the Google Nexus 1. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/AimanFarooq. Check out TechInfoTeam, TechInfoTeam.com. If you have any questions, post them in the comments, send me a message, and that is all for now.